As mentioned in my previous video, success of your application to grad school heavily relies on 3 documents in your package: your CV, personal statements, and 3 reference letters. I'm going to share you some tips on how to prepare these documents to make your application stronger. Welcome to my channel, Research with Dr. Li. This channel shares tips to help students thrive in their graduate studies. Let's talk about CV first. You can refer to an earlier video by me detailing how to prepare an effective CV for academic positions. There are different CV formats you can download from online. For me, I normally focus on sections listing the applicant's experiences and achievements. For example, what research projects have you conducted? What research skills have you acquired? What awards have you received? Are those awards research related? Do you have publications in peer-reviewed journals? A home run CV to me is that the applicant already has a first author research publication in a scholarly journal, and the field is either the same or complementary to my research program. I want to emphasize that a research article will outweigh a review article because it showcases, first, you can do research, second, you can write, and third, you are the major contributor to this work. If you have research-related awards, that is also very positive. For example, poster awards or oral presentation awards in well-known scientific conferences. What I'm looking for in a CV is your ability or potential to do research and your fit to my program. For example, if your experience is more about clinical nutrition, you probably will not fit well to my drug delivery program. It is also nice to see applicants doing some extracurricular work contributing to their communities. This shows they also care for others. To me, this is an important quality. Now, let's talk about personal statement, which should include the following information. Why do you want to pursue a graduate degree? Why this program? What research areas interest you? Who are you interested to work with? So you will need to study each school well to write a good statement to convince the committee that you are a good fit to their program. What we are looking for in your personal statement is whether you have a good motivation, how well you know our program, and what you are interested in. You will need to read some of our recent publications to put up a good context in the statement. However, you certainly need to leave some flexibility about what research you would like to pursue. It is not wise if you restrict yourself to only work on one topic and with one professor. However, if you are 100% sure you only wish to work with that one professor, feel free to do so. I will also encourage you to have your statement edited by a native speaker to ensure good story flow and no grammar errors. Before I move on to talking about the final document, I would like to remind you to like, share, and subscribe to my channel so that more people can benefit from this content and will not miss any update from me. The final piece of document that could make or break your application is the reference letters. Normally, you will be asked to list 3 people as your referees who will need to fill out a form to rate your abilities, such as academic performance, creativity, research ability, and etc. They will also be asked to provide a reference letter to support your application. What we hope to see in these letters are comments on your research and academic performance, your ability or potential to perform good research, your communication skills, and how you interact with other lab members. Comments should be supported by examples. Instead of just saying this student is a good scientist, give the committee specific details showing they are a good scientist. For example, the students worked on a critical experiment independently, which led to a research paper published in Nature. It is strongly recommended that you find people who can speak to the aspects mentioned above to write you a letter, so that the committee will see more context as to who you are. People who cannot comment on your research potential are not the best to ask for a reference letter. For example, an instructor who taught you biochemistry will not be able to speak about your research potential. If your referees can talk a little about your personality, that would be positive too. Comments that are always appreciated by the committee include something like, "This student is very kind and always helping others with their research." This comment speaks to the applicant's collaborative spirit and great personality. that will get along with many people. Other pieces of information that worth mentioning is if you already obtained a scholarship to fund your graduate studies, which will greatly increase your chance of acceptance to the school. The committee might contact your referees for further information or clarification of you or your application. This could be a good sign because reference check usually happens to the shortlisted candidates. Next time, I will disclose the strategies you can take if your application gets rejected. Put +1 in the comment to let me know you find the content helpful. And again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. This is Research with Dr. Li. See you next time.